Joining us now is Kamilah Lawrence, PRO of the committee organizing the 50th and 45th anniversary celebrations of the stkittsnevis victories at the Caribbean Netball Championship. Good morning, Kamilah, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to be here as the PRO for the St. Kitts Caribbean Netball Champions, 1973 and 1978. A distinctive note is that it was St. Kitts. Back then, there were two teams fielded. Nevis represented themselves, St. Kitts represented themselves. Oh. Now we are a unified force. If we're going anywhere, it's one of us. Yes. Right? So back then, when we won in 1973, before we were all born, and 1978, it was a great feat. Okay. This has never been accomplished since. And so on the 50th year, we thought that it was fitting to, and this is the theme of the celebrations, acknowledge, aspire, act. It's very strong. Yes. 3 short words, but strong. We want to acknowledge the contributions of those players who, by God's grace, are all still alive and well. Some of the faces you know, and some of the names I will call today. We want to aspire for our new generation of netballers to look forward to. We were at the Caribbean Netball Champions, and not just there, but we won twice in 1973 and 1978. Another pitch is that we made it to the World Cups in 1979. So we have netball prowess and victories in our bloodline, and it's time to stir them up. So ACT is for us to take that comprehensive action to get netball back on the scene.
Okay. But as I said, we have had the privilege of having some of the ladies from the association the other day, and I was asking them, how come I don't see, like, when I was younger, I still wanted to play netball, but my mom thought the skirt was too short. You saw netballs everywhere, but now it's like you don't see netballers. I didn't even know the sport exists.
We played netball was primary school.
Wow.
And that's truly too long.
That's
too long.
Right? And it takes the legends now to step forward and say, hey, this can be accomplished again.
Yes.
We have seen that back then when resources were scarcer, we were there. We dethroned people like Trinidad, those large islands. So, one of the ladies were recalling that at one point we tied with Jamaica, and they were able to tell me the score 34-34. If you see the excitement of these ladies, the energy, their passion for the sport, it is well deserving of this type of recognition at this time.
I know, Kamilah, you just mentioned Jamaica and Trinidad, but do you remember some of the other countries that stkittsnevis would have faced back then?
Sure, Grenada were one, and it was a big celebration. When we returned, because these small islands, we have this big island, small island, right?
Yes.
And so on. They told me that they lay down on the field, the court, and ball. Those who were defeated did so. So it was a big deal. And when we came back, you're saying we, because I feel like I was there, right? And for the celebrations, it's going to be all inclusive. Everyone is going to feel a sense of celebratory experience. Everybody's going to be so in tuned in what's going to happen and what's to follow on, because it's not just a week to observe this, but it's a week to ensure that we continue the legacy by imparting new passion into our new players.
So how often is this event held, and how many countries will be participating?
Well, actually, it is not a netball champion, like as in a game. It is a week of activities to honor those players who played back in 1973 and 1978. So from August 13th to 19th, there'll be a week of activities. And we have to praise. So we're starting the week off at the Antioch Baptist Church, August 13th. And we're calling that Praising the Victories. Yeah. All the players, now, mind you, this is a big deal because most of the players now reside overseas. So they're flying in and they've begun to receive that royal welcome at the airport.
Oh, nice.
And so we're starting the week off with praise at the Antioch Baptist Church. On the Monday, there's going to be radio appearances. We are going to be recalling the greatness. So the players, they will be on air sharing their experiences, some of the excitement, the rivalry, sharing, reflecting on what the championship was like. I'm told also that when they returned from winning, there was an actual national holiday.
Oh,
So that's to tell you, it was a
That's
great,
a big thing.
a big deal. They
Yes,
had
yes.
motorcade jamming in the streets. People created calypsos, Ellie Matt, Mighty Controller. So those songs are there in history for us to relive the experience. So
yes.
some of that will be shown and showcased throughout the week. On the Tuesday, there's going to be a launch of the primary schools competition. Remember, the idea is to get back into the sport.
yes.
So we're going to bring the students, even though it's summer, we are confident that the students will be well represented and not just St. Kitts.
Yes.
Primary schools on Nevis will come over as well
nice.
for the launch at Government House.
And these
That's
are
good.
netball championships launch in the primary schools.
Yes.
Ah.
So we're relaunching the program
Okay.
for schools. So come September, there'll be netball back on the curriculum
lovely.
and so on. So this is not just a showpiece. This is a real deal, right?
Nice.
Following that, on Wednesday, we're having community outreach. We'll be rewarding or honoring those unsung heroes, persons who would have sewn the uniforms, persons who were the best fans and so on.
Ooh.
We are going to be searching them out and surprising them with a token of appreciation. Oops, did I let it out?
So if you're a fan, look out.
Look out.
indeed.
On Thursday, we are looking forward to Thursday. Thursday, we are calling it Netball Legends Fun Fest. You're actually going to see those past players doing a symbolic pass.
Yes.
So from the goalkeeper to the goal shoot, along the wing defense, wing attack. And if you don't know anything about netball, this is the opportunity for you to
come out.
come
Yeah.
to the Pam Tyson Netball Complex in Bastia and see
Learn a
these
thing or
persons,
two.
these players pass along. We're also going to see ministers of government. So they're going
Are they playing?
Oh, that's what just
Okay. I just want to make
we're
sure.
going to see our parliamentarians, our cabinet. They're going to make their little passes, play a competitive match.
nice.
So we're organizing the event. It's going to be a fun zone for kids. We're going to have some entertainment. So not just netball, but we're bringing the community together to see what it feels like to have a unifying force in sports.
Nice,
Right?
nice.
So you're going to have some entertainment, Rukasechi, Sensia. Big deal. We're going.
Nice.
Big celebration.
Nice.
On the Friday, we're going to have what we call a nostalgic walk. The players spoke solemnly about their tradition. Whether they won, lost, draw, they walked from Netball City, right across 4th Street, down to the pier, now Port Sante. So if you recall, when we were small, we used to see the old rickety pier down in that area.
By the treasury. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to know how we go.
Exactly.
Of course, I'll
Yeah.
be
It's good to know now.
So they're going to take that nostalgic walk and you're going to see the players. I haven't named the players yet, but Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liebert was a player. A matter of fact, she was titled Player of the Tournament in one of them.
Nice.
We have persons like Gillian Musgrave
Oh,
Archibald.
Auntie.
Man, so many stars. Thelma Phillip Brown, names that you know, but you didn't know played the sport.
Oh, Philip Brown?
Yes.
I'm shocked. I never knew she played netball.
Rosemary McMaster, they said that she was a champion leaper boy. They said she could have jumped like a frog. Jennifer Nero. I was so excited seeing them recall the memories and so on. So that's the Friday. And then the Saturday, we're going to end the week with a gala and award.
Dress up.
Where, of course, the players will all come out in the regalia looking lovely, and they'll be honored and given their award, given their flowers while they're alive.
I like that.
And so we are also going to be looking at officials. Now, I'm so happy to note that all the players are still alive and well, and they're able to celebrate. 2 members of the team, the officials, Earl Clark, recently deceased, and Pamela Tyson, who the complex is named after. But persons such as Alfonso Bridgewater, all those names in sports are still around. And it's incredible to see how this journey can influence our next generation of netball players.
Yes.
I am not familiar with the Pam Tyson complex. Where is it located?
Netball City.
Oh,
Netball
okay.
That's the
City.
official.
I was told. So for those of you that don't know, like myself, that's what
Netball
it is.
City, indeed.
That's
Yes.
what it is.
I also want to acknowledge some of the sponsors and to encourage other persons to come on board.
Yes.
Right? So we have the Embassy of Taiwan. They've donated
Big
incredibly.
supporter,
We have
yeah.
TDC, National Bank, Development Bank, and others, Credit Union. That's First Federal Credit Union and the St. Kitts Credit Union. So we have support already from our corporate partners, and we are seeking, and the police credit union. So we're getting things done to ensure that the celebration is in order. And we are welcoming persons to come on board. You may not have money, but you have time.
Yes.
So you can assist. And my number is very public at the PRO. So you call 869-663-5001. We'd be happy to get you on board to support in any way you can.
And it's
We're also on Facebook.
Yes.
So you could find us at St. Kitts Caribbean Netball Legends.
And it's a milestone celebration. So
It is.
we look forward to all those persons come on board. So for those persons who would have missed the community outreach, the fun day, nostalgic walk, launch of the primary school's netball championship, and the gala.
Yes, you did well.
Awesome. We did our research.
Oh man.
So
Go ahead.
Kamilah, any life skills learned through this sport?
Of course, one of the life skills learned through this sport is discipline, time management, determination, goal setting, reaching those challenges as well, because failure is a part of life lessons.
Yes.
And so I was witness to Miss Jennifer Nero yesterday sharing how it hadn't been for the sport of netball, she wouldn't be as disciplined as she is today, as meticulous, as determined. And that's inspiration, because many of us know Miss Nero, and she is like our Princess Diana.
Yes.
You know? So to hear us say that netball was instrumental in creating those soft skills, life lessons, is a big deal.
It means a lot. Yes.
It does.
Hearing these person's name, I look at them and I'm like, I would never think that they.
Correct.
I can see Auntie Jill and the other folks, but I just those two names, they're throwing me for a loop.
And when you come, you will see all the others and say, I didn't know.
Exactly.
And they're really excited about this acknowledgement and this opportunity for them to inspire and aspire. Like, let us move towards that goal of getting it back. The aspiration of victory and all the good feelings of success. Why not? And let's just act. Let's do it now.
Listen,
so that's why we're doing this celebration.
I'm eager to see our Gigi on that day, just throwing some ball and passing.
I definitely can see our Gigi being a netballer. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yes.
There's this young woman we spoke to from Nevis. I think she played on the team as well. I can't remember her name. I think, was it Warwin was the last name? I'm not quite sure.
Don't ring a bell.
But remember, back then, as I said, I'm not too sure, but back then there were two separate teams.
Okay, separate, okay.
Right? But I'm sure they participated in the celebrations. We all came home on the same flight because we're going to the same place.
Yes.
St. Kitts Nevis. And so the jubilation in the streets was shared amongst us all. St. Kitts Nevis. So we're welcoming everyone to come over.
So they will be coming over as well, other than the primary schools.
Well, we're hopeful.
Okay.
Yes, we're making it plain. We're manifesting it. They'll be here.
Come on over.
Come on over.
And celebrate.
Of course. Kamilah, how have this sport evolved over the years?
Oh boy. Right now, netball is a big deal. There's actually a competition going on right now. I think it's the World Champions in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. And Jamaica is the favorites for us
so far.
But next year, St. Kitts
gonna be next time, right there.
St. Kitts Nevis will be well represented right there.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
It's a big deal, and there is so much career opportunity. There's money in netball. I'm seeing recently that TJ and DJ in Jamaica sponsored Jamaica's participation. so you know it's a big deal.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. Well, as we wrap, Kamilah, any words of advice for aspiring netball players? And just use the opportunity, that's your camera right there, to let the folks come on out and share with the celebration.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. I just want to encourage our netballers and aspiring netballers to continue to practice your craft, to take counsel, mentorship from the legends that are here and available. And let's go get it. We can.
I like that.
Indeed.
And what about reminding them to come on out and support the ladies?
Definitely. Yes. Throughout the week, August 13th to 18th, we're encouraging all of the public to come on out, to tune in, to support the gala. Tickets are already on sale. They're only $200 for a night of celebrating with our netball legends. We live in the experience of 1973. And so you can get those tickets by calling my number, 663-5001. If you'd like to be a sponsor, you can also do so. But our plea is to come on out and experience the full week. The Thursday, the fun day, is a highlight. You're going to see our honorable members. You're going to see the former players, our living legends, pass the ball around the court.